I mean, it's... I think I was joking with Winter yesterday about bloodlusted visage birds as a complete joke, too. That's really interesting. Now, okay, so you could kind of say Jug with his Omni, obviously he's not, but Spin, cool. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big change up. Kaka getting pressured a lot right now by Kinetic Field. He might just go down here with the Ignite and the right clicks. And late speed.
That, a little bit of extra heal. It's actually going to be Newbee who's going to be going down first, as U9 manages to clean him up with a spin, and Velo still takes a decent amount of damage there as Faith, as he gives him a good old right click. U9 is going to be forced back here, and probably has to use his healing salve in a second, as he will be able to get just one step ahead of all that right click damage. Into Velo stops a lot of that physical damage, and Kaka was able to get himself away. And part of that is the Leech Seed, the power of that ability in the laning phase. In fact, they're going to see going on to Velo here. They're going to try and trade Kaka. Kaka's going to try and back away, but it's not fast enough. Still, he goes down in exchange for a kill and a Jorah Ranger. Very valuable for Newbee.
Like, if the Ogre steps up, he's almost at potential of dying, even though he has Stout Shield and he's an Ogre. Top lane KP putting pressure on Forath. He's going to get him here.
He's done for. Trapped inside the trees against KP. KP picks up. I mean, he was already getting basically free farm in this lane.
Yeah, and KP just, I mean, he pulls the lane back, he suicides some neutrals, TP's back top, and he's just going to keep his farm train. This guy is their space maker, so him having such a good start is going to be massive for them. Faith getting down on bottom.
Nice double silence there. Faith is going to be in some serious trouble. The nuke comes in, not quite enough to finish him off. In fact, he's still getting a lot of heal going down. Now the spin onto QO. They might just be able to kill this mid hero. The spin is doing so much damage. It looks like a couple more right clicks and they can finish him off. This is a big kill. But U9 is going to be kited around QO, staying one step ahead of him. 3 down on Newbee in the bottom lane. And nobody dies from MVP Phoenix around 15 minutes, where you need some space being created for these heroes. And Slardar will absolutely be able to do that with the start he's having. If he can get away from this game, potentially, they do still have the glimpse. They're going to be able to pull him back into the kinetic field, get some more right-click damage. He's going to try and go for the TP out, but Febby is there with the stun, thanks to being level 4. No amount of living armor in this world will be able to prevent KP from going down.
Get a couple wards down and secure yourself your Ancient, secure yourself that Roche as you're mentioning.
MVP Phoenix, in some ways, this you normally think about living armor being quite strong against a little bit of harassment damage against towers, but QO is going to be gone on here. The Omni Slash bounces onto him, but he still takes up a lot of this with the Gravekeeper's Cloak. Still, though, with the minus armor, KP might be able to run him down. He turns on to Velo instead. Gets a good crush off, has run himself away from the birds. U9 comes forward, silence back, but a big nuke comes out from SC. That right-click damage did so much. He tries to chase down Febby as well, but slowed down now as the Visage gets a good nuke off, but in the end, they won't be able to find a connect to that pickup, absolutely. Yeah. So it'll help them both get to level 16 as well as be able to get that Aghanim Scepter, and they'll reach this very big peak for MVP Phoenix, and that's really where they will hit their strongest. But it's getting to that point, that's going to be a little bit tough. You're going to see Faith come in, nice overgrowth onto 4. They're going to try and come in with KP, but unfortunately he's been silenced still. They managed to get Febby on the front lines. KP still looking for that crush. Goes to the back line, hits the Disruptor while Velo's chased down by U9. Will be able to get him with a couple of spins, and SC is just cleaning up heroes left and right. This amplified damage is letting SC throw out 200 damage nukes with every right click.
Haste Rune as well. That's just like the perfect situation for them. Faith with the beautiful 4-man overgrowth. Better for him just because he doesn't need to be doing the damage. His team already has the damage.
Yeah, Templar Assassin is certainly a hero that benefits a lot out of attack speed. QO is a goner. Amplified damage, and they just quickly 3-shot him with SC after they eat through some of that Gravekeeper's Cloak about the Disruptor and his influence on the game. The BKB will allow him to pretty much do whatever. Actually, what am I saying BKB for? Got to be Desolator, right?
Yeah, it's got to be Desolator.
KP going to be pushed back here into the Static Storm. He will be a goner, but maybe Newbee can actually save him. Nice heals coming out. They managed to get both a little bit of heal from the Healing Ward as well as that living armor. The Omni Slash just rips through so many of the heroes of MVP Phoenix. Jump forward, they're going to be able to find another one. That's going to be Febby. Tanky Ogre, not so tanky when he's missing so much armor.
Oh my, this is actually starting to look so troublesome for MVP. They committed so much to try to kill that Slardar, and then just living armor with Healing Ward is too much. Faith?
Yeah, Faith. Our Forgot Protector doesn't actually have that much natural armor.
Yeah.
Slardar's going to be there free farming, but Furion's going to impact that tri-lane scenario. But they just didn't actually win those tri-lane scenarios. Even with the extra hero being brought in, they never actually got the connection with the kill.
Yeah, he is top on net worth, which is great, but uh-oh, 5 Febby.
Yeah, Febby's Betty's definitely a goner. A lot of damage. Bounce back to Velo. Fate again in a beautiful position. Hits the overgrowth. Is going to be able to lock down these right clickers. They can't do anything. And now MVP Phoenix, they might be able to pick up one kill out of this. They will manage to get at least the tree protector. QO in the back line. Manage to take out 2 of the supports. Newbee, though, will just keep on marching forward with all their cores. 2-shotting the Disruptor. Again, combination
this might be a
of
Rampage.
this Templar Assassin. And yeah, QO should never have come back. Rampage for SC. 9-18 Newbee. Very dominant looking in this game number 1 in the series against MVP Phoenix. Pretty efficiently, they're going through their individual neutral camps. They've got Juggernaut all by himself up the top lane. MVP Phoenix is going to go for that smoke now, but Faith is going to be able to, in part, ruin that smoke. KP also bounced back some of it. The counter ward doesn't quite catch Faith. They are going to be able to get him now, but it's all just a setup. KP tries to come through. Thunderstrike stops him from being able to get the blink in, but hello, SC is here, and he doesn't need a nuke at all. He goes straight for a support, takes him out. QO is going to be next up, easily eating through that armor, and Faith desperately trying to survive through all this, and he will. The bait gets loose, and MVP Phoenix don't even claim anything but a smart kill. Right here. SC takes out everybody from MVP Phoenix. Newbee, they're done with this game. They have won it. I don't see how MVP Phoenix, maybe they just try and sit in the game and hope for a way back in, but it is very clearly Newbee with the tight control over this game 1.
They're calling it. I think that's the right move. Honestly, they've only got that 1 tier 1 pressured. I think it was really dictated by that middle battle.
Naga Siren is not bad at tri-lanes, right? She has some really good stats. She's quite strong in that regard, but they had no catch. If they tried to actually contest her drone ranger, pops in region, maybe Kaka just decides it is time to end his life. He bites his boots,
Bottom lane
bites his orbs.
Gets a taunt on UU9.
Oh god,
One
so
more
close,
spin.
a little bit more. Maybe just the damage over time, and it is enough. First blood will go to Forev, striking back hard after being forced away from the Ogre. Rapid rotation coming in from Newbee here. 2-man smoke up from the 2 supports. They're going to lay down some nice aggressive vision that will be able to help out the Draw Ranger in this 1v1. But more importantly, they could get a kill on Forev here, throw him into the creep wave. Going to be able to get a lot of damage, just kite him around. They are going to try and TP in with a Witch Doctor, but it's just going to be a bit too late. Forev does end up going down. Fate drops a bit low. The Paralyzing Cast comes out, but it is obviously not enough for the Witch Doctor to be able to commit. Pressure and allow the Draw Ranger to be able to succeed, so maybe it relieves some pressure from the Morphling. But we also talked about the fact how Forev needs to be able to come online relatively early with his Blink Dagger. SC is being chased away, but that's a Tombstone blown. A TP going to be wasted bottom lane. They are going to be able to get the initiation on Forev, kind of kite him around. It looks like they're good to make this kill. Forev, unless he gets crazy lucky on spins, he won't be able to get a chop. He throws it down just to be able to get a little bit of extra damage, but Dubu's going to die as well, as the damage is just too much for them to handle. A bloodlusted Drow Ranger this early on to the game is a huge amount of physical damage. SC, once again, going to be pressured. They're going to try and force him back with a waveform and get some damage onto this tier 1 tower.
Burrow.
KP,
use a lot of mana. Yeah. But yeah, he's got a bottle. He's going to make the rotation to the mid lane. This could be where they put the pressure on the Naga Siren.
Yeah, this can actually catch out MVP Phoenix while they're pretty aggressive forward here. Nice Sandstorm to be able to dodge any initiating stun, but he only gets a Burrow Strike onto 1, and his team not really able to follow up underneath the Tombstone. It's hard for them to be able to pursue forward. They finally kill the Tombstone. KP almost dying here, but QO can't quite get the kill. And SC, he charges forward, waveform onto 1, gets 1 support, right-clicks the other one down, and now it's going to be QO who's going to be silenced up. Unable to do the Song of Siren till last second, 35 HP.
Raindrop. Woo! The raindrop saving lives again.
Yep, that nuke from SC just not quite enough.
To respond in time, obviously, because he's max in the bottom lane. He can't really TP to his tower and try to get involved in that type of way.
Yeah. And that's a large part. Oh, swap back. Telekinesis, though. Velo put back into his place is going to be peckered away at some Frost Arrows, and they will be able to get that kill. Waveform forward. They get 1 paralyzing cast bouncing around, but it's not going to be enough to save Duba. Looks like he gets bounced over to U9. He will actually be able to stay alive. KP is going to have to dive in deep for the Burrow Strike and might be able to escape still. Burrow Strike onto the Witch Doctor is going to be able to kill him, popping the Caustic Finale, slowing the pursuit by MVP Phoenix instantly, like you're under assault. And that for me is why I think MVP Phoenix may be 1 step behind where people are thinking right now about the game.
I completely agree. Oh man. SCC walked up into the darkness by himself. Yeah, I mean, he grabbed an Invis Rune and he just walked into the enemy jungle, and MVP was there with 4 heroes.
All right. Are going to 4-man smoke straight into the jungle, right where SC died, and try and catch some of these MVP Phoenix perhaps off guard. thinking that they just secured themselves a numbers advantage. There's no way Newbee would fight, but Newbee were definitely going to be fighting here. They're going to go in straight to the epicenter on Develop. That's going to be a quick kill, even with the Soul Rip. It won't delay his death. Dubu, he's going to be able to TP out, but Febby might be the second kill here. We're going to have Tranquil Boots online in 5 seconds. Febby's going to have to get himself into the trees in a good position to be able to TP out. That's a smart one, but unfortunately KP is a little bit faster than SC in this regards. Does manage to get the stun off in time, granting them 2 kills for that 4-man smoke rotation.
The thing that's incredible is that KP is doing all this movement and all this action without the blink. Like, you don't see too many players. Like, you see, like, Wings, like you mentioned, kind of do that. Now, again, SEC.
Oh, geez, the counter. Oh, nice 3-man burrow strike. That is going to stop things immediately. They are going to be able to get a counter death ward. That actually almost kills QO. Fortunately, he's very tanky to physical damage. He'll be okay. Nice attempt there, Kaka. Febby is going to be the one caught out, though, as he tries to rotate over to help out his allies. He instead trapped upon by Newbee. Some sort of nuke that was stolen by Rubik, or
Kaka,
really any control.
Kaka was short of both spells, so he was trying to. I think he was trying to decide which one would be the better play to do, and he ends up using neither.
Whoa, Febby caught out here as the rotation comes across. They just took that tier 2 bottom lane. Maybe they expected a tier 3 tower push, but instead Newbee wrap across into the mid lane tower. Once this guy and Axe, those are the two that allow you to be able to stop some of these pushes.
This is just. I mean, it's snowballing out of control. They do have a Naga, though, so it does take some, obviously, though. It takes time, but when you're
shake it, Kaka.
Dies like
you
that.
Shake it. Shake that death ward. Paralyzing cast and a counter death ward from Dubu shows them how it's done. A support for a core, though. Remember that Vengeful Spirit is still ultimately a core. They're going to be able to get the Undying on the backside as once again U9 managed to come in. Goes for the Hurricane Pike. Not able to claim anything more, though, of his own.
Yeah, I mean, losing all these. I mean, they've lost every tower. They've lost every outer tower. Their map control is negligible.
You can't even get the bounty rune, huh, QO? SC, literally half a second ahead. They're going to be able to get the call. SC starts morphing into strength, but they're just not going to be able to take him down fast enough.
Yeah, this is at the point where the morphing
Oh god, another 3-man burrow strike into the epicenter. Goodbye, QO. You'll die to this damage over time. The Song of Siren not lasting long enough for any of his allies to escape, it looks like. Rev, he'll be going down here. The TP away for 1. But that is just going to be the Undying getting out. Everyone else goes down.
They know that they can close this game out so early. Obviously, it's 3-17, so they feel very confident. But, Kaka goes for that early mech. Faith's going to be going for that very early pipe as well. So they're just looking to get all the pressure
Jump
on.
in, call on to 2. That's pretty good. They're going to be able to follow up with a stun, but really, there's just nothing good there. Velo's going to be able to swap back, but now he's in danger. SC just keeps on marching forward. He knows he can. He's got the nuke. Not going to be able to finish him out. The call, not there in time. Velo may take out the burn. Meanwhile, they've already taken out the Naga Siren. U9 managed to come forward. A really good paralyzing cast. Febby's going to be stopped up. There's so much tombstone action. They're going to be able to win this fight with some of the buybacks. Febby's still not able to stay alive through the nukes of SC. He's just too big. Another buyback comes out. They're going to be able to get the call onto Kaka, but SC is away. They're sacrificing some of their supports, it seems like, as the tombstone prevents their escape. But most importantly, SC did manage to get out despite all those buybacks from MVP.
Newbee,
4-man smoke out. MVP Phoenix desperately need to be able to get a big pick here and transform that into some semblance of map control. They're going to be able to have their smoke popped here. They're going to go for the swap back onto Faith. KP is sitting on the side here. The call goes down. KP comes forward, does manage to get the burrow strike onto Farev, tries to run himself forward. A good silence out there from Velo, but U9 is actually kind of stuck here. He's going to have heroes right up in his face. There's going to be no physical damage coming out from him, and if Farev can get this chop onto Faith, then it'll be a big movement speed boost, but now here comes the Song of Siren. Everything starts slowing down. They're going to be able to catch multiple heroes here. Even if U9 manage to get away, the 2 supports are definitely donezo. Ruby's going to be the first to go down. Faith will eventually be caught here. And the core is kind of sitting on the side still looking for an opportunity to make a go, but they realize with their supports down and a little bit of extra movement speed thanks to a Culling Blade onto an illusion, in which case you don't really care that much. They did their smoke. They've managed to push out some. Is this the time you think about buying a gem just to re-control the map? Oh. Jump in. This is going to be real bad. That's going to lead into a silence eventually here. QO doesn't really stand a prayer here. If he had a Manta, maybe, just maybe, he'd be able to get rid of that silence and get the Song of Siren off, but he just doesn't have that item yet. 2 minutes still on the clock for that Aegis. Newbee continue to push forward with confidence. Still don't have the Ethereal Blade, but they want to make use of this Aegis And they could potentially end the game right now because QO does not have a buyback. They know that too. Telekinesis call. They do manage to grab U9, but there's just no follow-up for MVP Phoenix. They're just trying to keep Rev alive, but there is no threat on the Newbee side. They're all very high HP. SC comes forward. He's going to be targeted a little bit, but he bounced back by the Hurricane Pike. Bevvy's going to be the one blown up instead as he comes forward for Decay. All the strength of the world won't stop him from going down. QO going to be targeted here for the Epicenter with the silence going up. They swap him back, but again, it's MVP Phoenix just trying to keep some cores alive rather than getting any kills. Finally, a jump forward, and there's the first Culling Blade of the match. Berev managed to get a really good call out, but it's only going to be able to kill one core, and he's still going to be pecked down by this Hurricane Pike U9 Throw Ranger. He keeps his distance and rips cores apart. Now it's only QO left alive, and Newbee will just end this game right here, right now. They're just got other heroes, so maybe they can buy back and defend their top lane of Rax, but Newbee are still going to be in an extraordinary situation here in this game number 2. Very unlikely.
Yeah, Naga versus the world, there's no way that you can do it in this type of game. They, like Newbee, they've realized what went wrong in the last fight too. Like the Tombstone went down, and they instantly, you could see all 5 of them switch to it automatically, not caring where it was positioned.
There's the call. Oh, but Hurricane Pike over the cliff. They are going to be able to catch some of these heroes. Forev, 5 seconds. He may still be able to catch some people here with this call as the Song of Siren wears out. 1 more second. He needs to be able to get U9, that's for sure. They're going to try and collapse onto him. He still has that Aegis, though. Meanwhile, Bell in the background is being pummeled by SC as this carry Morphling goes to work. Finally, they manage to bring down U9, but that's just the Aegis. They're going to try and go for Kaka next. A mini Rubik as an Undying managed to steal that ultimate, but Bevy, the real Undying, he'll be the ones dying. Berev, he'll also be going down here. The Ethereal Blade finally up. SC makes short work of some of these cores. Ultra kill for him. He looks for the Rampage, but MVP Phoenix will deny it. QO heads back to Fountain. They surrender this game.